Good evening, folks. Welcome to it. This is Ku-Wor TV. And of course, we are currently on the grounds of the capital. ECOWAS delegation just arrived. ECOWAS delegation just arrived. We go to the Deputy Speaker to hear what he has to say.
We need perfect decorum as we have very important guests visiting with us in chambers. As we are aware, members of the House of Representatives are in session. So we're on your attention as we entertain our guests. We'd like to say our distinguished colleagues, members of the ECOWAS delegation visiting, members of the House of Representatives in the Republic of Liberia, in my capacity as the presiding officer of this session, and the Deputy Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives of the Republic of Liberia, for and on behalf of my colleagues in section, our staffs, members of the Fourth Estate, our Italian citizens reign of the Republic of Liberia, would like to say welcome, wish you well as our deliberations. As members of our respective parliaments, it is our understanding, we understand the rudiments of our working as legislators. So distinguished colleagues, in that manner capacity, we would like to say, welcome. The House is in session. Few days ago, we received your communication seeking the attention of this Honorable House of Representatives to have you visit us in keeping with the protocols. So we'd like to say welcome. We hope that your interaction and your stay here today will be meaningful and in the interest of the people of Liberia. Thank you. With that said, we will now entertain the head of delegation, Madam Ibrahim, to introduce or the protocol, whatever, to introduce members of the delegation, and then we can pick up from there. Thank you, all the colleagues. You are most welcome.
Thank you very much, on the leadership of His Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker, Aja Munachir Ibrahim, leading the sanctioned under the leadership of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, sanctioned by the President of the Commission of the ECOWAS Member States, His Excellency President Omar Toure. We are here with members of the delegation. I'm given the opportunity to just do an introduction. I've already introduced our Honorable Speaker, Mr. Togolis. He is presiding officer of ECOWAS 6th legislation. Honorable Speaker. Myself, I am Honorable Pile G. Tungara, 4th Deputy Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, and double as the majority leader of the Gambia National Assembly. On my left-hand side, here is former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Benin, member of ECOWAS Parliament, Nasiru Babu Arifani. At my far right is Honorable Khalifa Saidi, member and head delegation of Bissau, member of ECOWAS Parliament, Guinea-Bissau. On my immediate far left is our Secretary General, we call it clerk, head of institution, Benton Somé. We are also equally accompanied by the Chief of Protocol, Mr. Ezekiel, here present. We are also accompanied by the clerks or secretaries to the delegation, Mrs. Awa Bello, seated at the far right. And of course, we have been accompanied by your own very self, who happen to be a committee clerk to the Committee on Political and Security Committee in ECOWAS Parliament, Edwin Miller from Nigeria. We are also led by our chief host, High Excellency Josephine Nkrumah, ECOWAS resident rep here in Liberia. And Honorable Speaker, being a Francophone or French-speaking member, she is accompanied by our own interpreter from Burkina Faso. Having said that, Mr. Presiding Officer, Honorable Presiding Officer, we want to beg your indulgence as this is a mediation mission sanctioned by the Supreme Authority of Heads of State and ECOWAS President. We want to beg your indulgence to have an in-house discussion with the media, to have an engagement with your able leadership and with the Parliament, as this is a mediation mission. We will appreciate and crave your indulgence. Thank you very much.
So that's the one of those the delegation, ECOWAS.
Madam Speaker, again, would like to say welcome.
That's the deputy speaker of the delegation.
To the House of Representatives.
So we go to
distinguished
the
colleagues,
presiding officer.
to the request from our distinguished colleagues to have us result into what we call executive session for this deliberation. What is your will and pleasure? Margaret Thomas.
Mr. Presiding, our own Deputy Speaker, 55th National Legislature of Liberia, the co-presiding, Farah God, representing the people of District 5, Miami County, to our guests, the Honorable Red Speaker of the ECOWAS, Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, and members of the third power delegation are here to mediate with us, and to my fellow colleagues. Having listened to requests from the mediation team from the ECOWAS Parliament, and owing to the nature of the ECOWAS protocol being consonant of the protocol of the ECOWAS Parliament, and similarly with the fact that this issue has been in the news since the 7th of this month, 17th of October, and it has gone far and wide, and every issue that is being discussed concerning our process has gone to the world. And it's obvious that with the perception of the public that any reason why we will have an executive session with clouds or dark cloud on us. So I would want to prefer that we have this mediation engagement in an open session so that we all can listen to it, work, and follow what is contained. If I can relate that into a motion.
So the ECOWAS Parliament has requested for an executive session, but again, the members calling for your open session instead of an executive session.
All members of Parliament,
the presiding office of the deputy speaker is about to open a motion for vote.
There are no issues in the Parliament as well. Now the minority will have the say, and the majority will have the will. Permit me, Madam Speaker, to have the motion tested by your colleagues in keeping with our proceeding. Thank you. With that said, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleagues, having listened to the motion made by our colleague to have this deliberation done in the open, what is a great pleasure. All those in favor of that motion, please begin up and put your right hand up. Chief Clerk, please announce. Those against, sorry. Those against. Please announce the result.
Presiding officer, co-presiding officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, there are 39 for, 1 against. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished colleagues, with 39 for, the motion is carried. Madam Speaker, it is the way of plenary colleagues in session. Thank you once more. You are welcome. You may now have the floor, Madam Speaker, for head of delegation.
So
Thank you.
the Parliament, the Speaker of the ECOWAS delegation will address this session, address the joint members within. That's it. She will speak to the majority bloc, and so there will be an interpretation. She speaks French.
Thank you very much, and my warm greetings to you, dear colleagues of the House of Representatives of Liberia.
Nous sommes tous des parlementaires et que nous connaissons les pratiques parlementaires.
Mr. Speaker, it's true that we are parliamentarians, and we are all, presiding officer, we are all aware of the proceedings of the Parliament.
Mais ici, nous sommes en mission de médiation. Nous connaissons l'importance de la presse. Vous savez, la presse, elle arrange, mais elle peut aussi gâter.
You know, Mr. Presiding Officer, we are here on a mediation mission, and we know the key role that the press can play. The press can both play a good and a negative role.
L'objectif de notre mission, c'est d'écouter nos collègues.
The objective of our mission is to listen to our colleagues.
Et nous espérons que vous puissiez parler du fond de votre cœur.
And we would like for you to express yourself from the bottom of your heart.
Maintenant, pour éviter que certains soient travestis,
To avoid misinterpretation of some of the statements,
c'est pour cela que nous sollicitons humblement que la presse puisse nous laisser entre nous, collègues,
that's why we are humbly requesting the press to leave us among ourselves colleagues,
vu que nous ne faisons pas partie de la plénière.
because we are not part of the plenary.
Nous sommes juste venus poser avec le frère.
We are just here to engage our colleagues.
Donc, je voudrais encore une fois solliciter votre indulgence pour que la presse puisse nous laisser entre nous, que les gens puissent parler, que nous aussi, nous soyons libres de parler, parce qu'il suffit qu'on déplace peut-être un de mes mots, que ça donne d'autres connotations.
So I would humbly like to request again that the press leave us and speak to one another from the bottom of our hearts and avoid any misinterpretations.
So ECOWAS is calling for the absence of the press. She wants the press to leave the meeting.
And I would also like to reiterate the fact that we would like to only have some minutes of your time, and we are not part of the plenary, as I said. We just want some time of a part of your time in order to engage our colleagues.
Meeting. They are pleading again to the presiding and to members of the Council of Legislature,
Thank you very
especially
much.
the
We are
majority
here
bloc.
under the mandate
So
of
again, we
His
go back
Excellency, the
to
President of the Authority of
the
Heads of
Deputy
State
Speaker
and
to
Government,
hear
and we are
from
here to
him
convey a
and
message.
other colleagues whether they accept the request from ECOWAS.
Then I would like to
Please
count
like
on your
and share. My
cooperation.
name
Thank
is
you.
Wilfred Bosi. I'm
Thank
here
you,
bringing the live presentation here. So we'll go back.
Police, as you may be aware, plenary is the higher decision-making body. Plenary has made a motion, and that motion was passed upon. It is only plenary that can undo or enforce it. Having listened to the request of our distinguished colleagues, and it's so interesting, a female head of parliament, pleading to the members of this wonderful House of Representatives, as the presiding officer, permitting distinguished colleagues to join the Honorable Speaker and colleagues to kindly rethink your decision. With that said, we get in a motion to undo in accepting the request of the Honorable Speaker. Motion Honorable Julie Weah.
Judy, Representative Judy, will call for a motion.
Mr. Presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, after hearing the first motion and with the honorable request from our colleagues, I move that the first motion be changed, that we accept the appeal by going into executive for our honorable guests. If I can obtain a second.
With the motion being seconded, are you ready to vote? Honorable Josie, I think we're allowing you to test it through your vote.
So,
all those in favor. Please take your relevance, Honorable Josie.
Can I?
Distinguished colleagues, let me welcome and recognize the presence of our ECOWAS colleagues. Relating to the concerns raised by the head of the delegation, I'm ready because the issues, the crux of the matter for the removal of Fonatif Kofa, it is a public record. Our issues are clear and they are in the media. We have clearly articulated our position, consistent with constitutional provision and our rules.
Please take your relevance, please.
Hence, I see no reason why we should go in executive for discussion. The head of delegation and the colleagues.
Now, clear out. Honorable Moment, please. We have stated it. We also want you to go into executive session.
Yes,
so the moment,
is that
accept or reject. We got it on the
yes, please.
The movement. The option is for the movement.
So my honorable colleagues for the campaign, our learned colleagues,
Little management, please.
the issue that you said have been in the media, and I'm sure our colleagues have read that, and they saw it, they read it, that why they are here. The public is already aware. So, let us go into executive.
Accept or reject. Or
Thank you.
the other shoes. Other shoes. Or the
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Co-Presiding Police, in a moment, I will be ready to vote when this simple amendment is accepted. that for the fact that our police are visiting us, and this matter is very urgent and require listening to us today, and that the motion initially voted that we have this in open section. Based on our appeal, the consideration motion was raised. That in keeping with our rules, any motion for reconsideration after the taking of this vote, it should be tested immediately after the motion. Are we ready to consider that?
As so I said.
Honorable Suka. Honorable Suka, Honorable Family, we close on a note. Honorable Suka.
Presiding, we are ready. We cannot stay on ready.
Stay back to your vote.
No, presiding.
Honorable Presiding, Honorable Presiding, distinguished colleagues, to our honorable guests, to the movement. As indicated by previous speaker, I will be ready to vote if you to carry a statistical amendment that will allow the press for the moment hear from our distinguished honorables, and when we start with them into the sensitive part, we then move into the executive. The view is
Movement.
I reject.
Okay. Honorable Family. Okay. So we take Honorable Taylor, then we close
Ku-Wor
on
TV.
to the
Can't
movement.
wait.
I will be ready to vote my distinguished colleague from Lopa County. Considering that this legislature has a procedure and that the media has been a part of our activities from day one, I will be ready to vote if the communication that was written from ECOWAS will be read in this plenary before we take our vote. I so submit.
The communication were read on Tuesday, so I so reject. Thank you.
distinguished colleague with all of the rejection, all those motion, distinguished colleague from Lofa County, please raise your right hand. Against? Those abstain?
So
Results.
it has been accepted that it is in majority. It is in majority already that the media will leave
Our presiding officer,
the
co-presiding officer, distinguished honorable ladies and
dialogue
gentlemen,
or the
there
mediation
are
talks
36
with
for,
the ECOWAS
2
delegation.
again, 1 abstain.
Three against, just correct that. One abstain.
So 3 persons have gone against that, while
Distinguished colleague with 37.
have
In
supported
favor of the
that the
motion,
media leave.
the request is accepted. Motion for executive.
So the media will leave. So as we leave, folks, thank you so much. That's it. The media is leaving the meeting with ECOWAS mediation team has requested that the media leave the house so that there can be an executive discussion. So that was voted on, and the media and other observers will leave the joint chambers where the majority bloc always conducting their session. So again, I'd like to say thank you for following. My name is Ku-Wor. Please like and share. Thank you.